Hi, it's me, Sailor Mars, Ray here, and sad for that burp. Ugh. But today I'm no. Today I'm gonna talk about Microsoft Windows Defender or Microsoft Windows or Smallsoft Windows Fighter. Now, you're gonna hear and watch a lot of films and they're going to talk about how some are going to say, oh, a Vest is a good one. AVI is a good one. Oh, the Hitman Pro is a good one. Or, or malware bugs. I don't know. I can't say the other ones, like, Syspatax, Norton, or McAfee. Well, there are a lot of tools out there, all right? And a lot of them, and some folks are going to say that the newly crafted Comcast one or the newly crafted Verizon one is the one to go with. Now, I go with Microsoft or Smallsoft Windows Defender or Fighter because it comes with Windows. And I know a lot of folks out there, are going to say that it's not good enough, but Microsoft gives it out to all of their businesses in law mode. And if those folks if those folks are taking it on, then you know that it must be that good. Or businesses in law mode wouldn't be taking it on. Now, like all evilware stronghold tools, how good they are has to do with how they're made and how many times you keep up with all the updates. Now, the Smallsoft Windows Fighter does everything can do everything as long as it's being updated. And if you keep it up to date with the middle updates and the main updates, you're good. It doesn't mean that it's 100. Doesn't mean that it's 100 Doesn't mean it's flawless. Nothing is in this world, but it does what it needs to do. Now, why do so many folks out there will pick other evilware stronghold tools? I don't know. Maybe they believe that the Windows one isn't good enough, and they believe that the other one is. I don't know. Whatever their business is, that's good for them. But they always keep talking about, Avest all the time. And AVI, which got bought by Avest. Other folks will always talk about the Syspatac Norton stronghold. Others will talk about McAfee. Others will talk about Hitman Pro, or whatever, or any other one out there that I'm not knowing right now. But at the end of the day, it's whatever you think works. But hey, I think that the Microsoft Windows Defender or Microsoft Windows Fighter works very well. And that the Smallsoft one can do what all those other ones can do. I never had no evilware of any kind on my Reckoner, and I've had this Reckoner for a year and a half so far, and every time I run one of the Smallsoft Windows Fighters fast seek, I come back with nothing. Now, I know there's going to be someone out there saying, oh, well, that's because you run the short one. No, that's because there's nothing on it. Running a longer one does not mean it's going to seek anything. If it's not seeking anything when you did a very fast one, it's not going to seek anything when you do a slower one. And if there was anything that gotten on the Reckoner, it would tell me about it. So, there you go. Now, some folks out there might not give the Smallsoft Windows Fighter any on look might not give it any on look since how it started out in its early days back in Vesta. But it has come a long way from its Vesta 7 8.1 days. Now, I'm not going to tell you what EVLIMARE Stronghold tool to have on your Reckoner. I'm not going to tell you all that because that's up to you. You know, there are so many folks out there that make films on YouTube, and some of them are mated, and some of them are mates, and some are not, that are going to tell you what you should or should not, what type of tool to go with. But I go with Microsoft or SmallSoft Windows Fighter because at the end of the day, I believe this one is the greatest, the good one out there. All right, it's not the Apple Macintosh OS tool that goes through and tells you many times this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, and stops you from downloading it, running the tool or the webstead or the tab to see if it does have anything in it or if it meets the oversight of Apple Macintosh OS. It isn't the Google Chrome OS sandbox where nothing gets through. To be honest with you, it's not even a Gentoo Linux one either. But to be honest, the Microsoft Windows Fighter does have a sandbox. It does have a firewall. It does have cloud downloading and learning. It does have true time shielding. It does have, a setting lock. It does have, all that stuff. So you are as muchly strongholded by Microsoft as you are by either, I don't know, Syspatac or McAfee or AVI or Avest or Hitman Pro, or Hitman Skill should be called, or Malwarebytes. That's the other one I keep written of. But a lot of folks out there, and thinking about this, if many businesses and many law moats out there, happen to run it and happen to buy it, and a lot of folks have Microsoft Windows, hopefully Microsoft Windows 10 by now, then there must be something to it. And if it wasn't as good as all the other ones I just told you out there, then the businesses and law moats wouldn't be downloading it or working with it. At the end of the day, I'm not going to tell you what tool to go with because that's your own business and you know what will run good on your Reckoner. Alright? But I do think the Microsoft one is good because it's free, it's already there, and it's getting updated by Microsoft. Probably more oftenly getting updated than it is, You don't have to yield any galled to Syspatac, or to McAfee, or we know that Avest and AVI are free. We know Hitman Pro or Hitman Skills are free or not. I don't know. Is Malwarebytes free? I don't know. In need be it is. But at the end of the day, that one's there. It's good enough for me, and that's the one that I've been working with since November of last year. Now, I did say earlier that Comcast has one now, that Verizon has one now, but I don't know what their names are. But whatever. But at the end of the day, I go with the Microsoft Windows Fighter or SmallSoft Windows Fighter. And it might not be, the most beloved or it might not be the most well known of all the EVLIMARE Stronghold tools out there, but it is the one that has, come a long way from its early days. So it is what it is. So I go with Microsoft Windows Defender or SmallSoft Windows Fighter. And if you choose to go with whatever one you want to go with, either it be McAfee, which really didn't work very well for me when I had it, or the Syspatac Norton, or Avest, or the offshoot of Avest now AVI, or Hitman Pro, which would be Hitman Skill, or Malwarebytes or EVLIMARE Bytes, then that's your own business. If you choose to go with the Comcast one or the Verizon one, it's your own business too. I'm Salem Mars Ray. Hope you like this film.